It's showtime.
Who are these socials?
Taking down the other podcasts one by one.
Who are these socials?
That clip is why people make fun of you.
With Karl
This is all just for the radio.
and Mike.
We have a lot of business to take care of.
Who are these
We are
socials?
the number one podcast on the internet today.
WATS.
Welcome to yet another episode of WATS, the show thousands of people come to answer the age-old question, what's the deal with social media? You won't find another show that knows so much about social media and so little about everything else. I'm your host, Karl. With me, as always, Blind Mike. What's happening, Mike?
I claim all of King Cobra's wands. You guys can have whatever else you want.
Well, we're going to get into King Cobra today. We have a tribute to our buddy Cobes. But, first I want to tell you, there are rumors going around that Karmic X is bawling his eyes out right now and that I won't read your super chats. The latter is simply not true. I will read every super chat that you send in. But if you'd like to participate in our super tip system, more of the money goes to the creators when you go to supertip.gg/WATP, and you kind of make it about you a little bit. You can participate in the show, and we do appreciate that. Mike, we start up the show with a segment. And I see the people in the chat know what that segment is.
Oh,
They're
there's already
excited
hype about it.
Oh, there's been a lot of hype in the
good.
chat already. People are pumped about this, and I get them even more pumped with a stinger.
Here come the guys with the banter. What's got frosted tips, yeah. Here come the guys with the banter. The other can't see shit, yeah. Here come the guys with the banter.
That's right, Mike. We start this show with banter between the two hosts. That's Mike and me. We have a little convo. And it's so smooth, the way that we go into it. Sometimes I talk about this before the stinger, sometimes after the stinger. You never know what you're going to get, what you don't
really
know.
mixed it up.
We're really mixing it up out here. What you really don't know is that we're just shooting the shit and that the show has started. You can't even tell the show is going on. Mike, I told you before we started, there's a pre-banter that Mike and I do in the green room. And I told you this. I have a hard out today.
I know, but you left me on such a cliffhanger. I was thinking, why, Karl? Where do you have to be?
Mike was really just like, Karl, I need to know more about your life and your lifestyle. I need to know why on a Thursday night you can't go past 8 o'clock. I'll tell you why, Mike. It's because my fantasy football draft starts right at 8 p.m.
Oh, okay.
And I'll tell you this. I have the first overall pick.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so I got to be there at 8 p.m. I can't be fiddling around.
Riddle me, not to indulge this too much, but riddle me this here, because I had the first pick in my draft.
Oh, okay.
Who did you go with? Because I feel like there's not a consensus number one this year.
Okay. I'm glad you asked me that because this is where I was going with this. Mike, this is the first year ever. I've been playing fantasy football for 25 years about. This is the first time ever I have done zero research.
Oh, really?
I haven't looked at a website. I haven't looked at the ESPN Top 200. I haven't looked at anything.
Okay. I got number one draft pick after I am two-time defending champion in my fantasy football league.
Oof. Well, I need to talk to you. You know what? We're changing the format of the show right now.
It is more about the caliber of the league I'm in, I think.
Okay.
Because I also do very little prep.
What is it, like your mom and like your younger cousin and nephew?
College buddies, but equally,
Okay.
IQ level is relatively the same. But it seemed like Jamar Chase was like ranked number one. Saquon was up there. I went with Bijan Robinson.
Okay. Interesting. I have a hard time. Well, okay. Is it a PPR league? And this is very important stuff. I know everyone watching needs to know this.
It is, yes.
Ours is a half-point PPR league.
Oh, interesting.
And so wide receivers are more valuable than, say, like a Barkley. So maybe Chase is the way to go. But I hate taking a wide receiver first, only because they get injured so fucking easy. And then you're just like, well, there goes that.
Exactly. And I always feel the reason I go running back first is because I always feel the wide receiver pool is more plentiful.
That's true. You can plug in a guy later in the season. Someone's getting hot or the number one went down. You can grab the slot receiver.
Whoever you draft in the second or third round could be just as good as Jamar Chase, more or less.
Interesting. This has been actually a very good discussion that we just had. I'm glad I was doing it on the clock. I feel like I'm shitting at work right now. I'm just really taking advantage of this time that we have together.
Call me crazy. Should we do a fantasy sports podcast?
Let's go. Let's go, baby. I have a lot of time on my hands. I need another podcast to host.
Yeah.
That would actually be funny for a one-off goof.
Yeah.
But we take it like super seriously.
Yeah, I would lose steam pretty quick.
We take callers and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good. What's crazy is like I couldn't really do that for an hour, and I wanted to be in sports talk radio like 5 years ago.
I know.
It was like my dream, and now I don't really give a fuck anymore.
You and I have actually talked about this before we started the show. We were discussing different things we could do, and you and I both grew up loving sports talk radio.
Yeah,
I
loved
was
it.
glued to Jim Rome and Pharrell, all these guys. And it's hilarious that I can't listen to it for 5 seconds now. I just don't give a shit.
We've talked a lot about this on Kirk's show, because shows like Kirk's or Opie and Anthony or whatever, they open your eyes to what bullshit radio is. Like I used to listen to the Big Show here in Boston, and I love Glenn Ordway, but it's like the idea that was the jokes that they would make on that show, that I was accepting that as humor. Like that I found that funny when you compare it to other things you find, especially now with podcasting and all that, you know.
The Blackcast says, Megan, please clip this for Is It Gay? Fucking Blackcast.
Well, you've got a head start. The answer is no, of course.
Since we're talking about radio and Christian Blatt's in the chat, I will say this real quick. Howard Stern is back Tuesday morning. It's a big deal, September 2nd.
Yeah.
He's going to finally tell us what's up. He knows the truth. He knows what's going on behind the scenes. Well, we're going to be listening to that Tuesday morning, and then I'll be on Who Are These Broadcasters? A rare appearance with Eric Zane and Christian, and we'll be breaking down Howard's return show after his summer break.
Now, as I remember, that show was billed as Christian Blatt, Eric Zane, and quite often Karl.
Well, no, hold on. No, it says Karl sometimes.
Will this
Not
be
quite often.
Will this be your second appearance?
I mean, I think Christian would also complain about that, but I've been out a few times.
Okay, all right.
It's fine. Moving on to Dabbleverse news. And we don't talk Dabbleverse on this show. This show is very Dabbleverse adjacent, but it's not Dabbleverse. But Cedric John is back in a big way, which I find fascinating.
Yeah, I talked about how boring his Saturday night show was, but it seems like maybe he's picked up steam since then.
Well, because he has Karmic on the show. Karmic is blown up this week.
Yeah.
He brings Karmic on the show, and then Kevin Brennan, a.k.a. Pinky, says, well, I'll never have him on MLC ever again because he did John's show.
Devastating.
It's crazy to me that people care about this shit. It's fucking so stupid. Oh, Kevin Brennan's pissed because the guy did another guy's show. Is this a rerun? Why does anyone care about that? But then Karmic got upset and started crying on his show.
I try not to get into that of like, why do they care about it? Because so many people comment on my shit if I'm talking about Steel Toe or John or Brendan Schaub or whoever, and they're like, who would care about this? And I'm like, me is the answer. Right. So I try not to play that game too much, but like
same here.
I'm the same as you. I look at it, I'm like, everything Kevin does seems so forced and fake now that why would you give a fuck if is Kevin angry again? Oh no, someone pissed off Kevin? That can't be possible. Like, it's just done every day. Kevin's pissed off. So like, why would anyone react to it?
And that's, I think, a very good point. Yes. Do I find ridiculous things interesting and do I report on them on my show every day of the week?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But we have to sift through some of this bullshit and be like, yeah, but is this really the nugget or can we put that back in the pile?
There has to be a floor to this thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying as well. But I think it's hilarious that Karmic is like, once again crying on his stream. And, you know, the big news, of course, is that him and Felicia are madly in love with each other. If I'm Felicia and I'm watching my new boyfriend get on his stream and cry that Kevin Brennan won't have him on this show anymore, my pussy's dried up pretty fast. That's a desert.
Is that like a real? I hear this joked about. I don't know. I haven't been following the Karmic X saga. Is that like a real? They're in love with each other, or like she's placating a retarded guy?
She's not really
shit here.
Okay, if you would have asked me this a week ago, I would have gone, yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
Okay.
But God, the more I learn about this, the more I realize that she's broken in so many ways. That's very possible. Yeah, it's very possible that she's like, all right, well, I guess we're both losers. We might as well just team up together.
Okay, that's fun. Well, poor Pat Dixon has to look at this and be like, my ex is now with this mentally challenged guy on the internet.
Am I mentally challenged? I wish I could do a Pat Dixon impression. I can see him like thinking through this. Like, wait a second, am I like that guy too?
I think my actual voice is kind of a Pat Dixon impression. So I'm
Okay,
close.
then you do it, please. All right, we like to start this show off when we get into the actual show proper. That was the banter portion, which doesn't even seem like a show. Mike and I.
Oh, right.
So
We're doing a
smooth.
show right now?
I know. No one even knows that. Mike and I are so smooth as having these conversations. So the first segment I like to do often on the show is a little game that we like to play with my buddy Mike.
Can Mike guess the sound from this clip that Karl has found?
Maybe you didn't pick up what I was putting down right there. I'm talking about...
Karl say, Mike, hey, guess the sound. Is a girl farting or a cute bunny rabbit snoring?
Let me fix that one.
Oh, yeah, is that the yellow one? Whatever. Anyway, so Guess the Sound is a game that we play where I play a little video clip and Mike has to guess what's going on in the video clip. And there was actually a very funny suggestion in Discord about this. What if I just played gay porn for like an uncomfortably long amount of time? You're just like, Karl, that's gay porn, right? I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, no, you got it. That's pretty good.
Karl's like, that'd be so dumb of me to do, right? Let's give it a try.
All right, let's give it a try. Now that we're doing the thing where I don't show the video at first. Anyway, I thought it was funny enough to mention, not funny enough to actually execute on. So let's.
Or is
let's
that a
get-
ruse? We don't know yet. I guess I'll have to decipher.
That's true. Yeah. Could you imagine that the video I played doesn't sound like gay porn and it is?
A red herring, Karl? I think that is gay porn.
Well, it could be anything.
Okay.
It certainly could be anything. So the way that this works now is I'm going to play it for Mike and no one can see it. So you can play along at home. And then Mike will get a couple yes or no questions for me. And then I'll show it to everyone and play it again. It's a short one, so listen closely. Mike Geary, guess the sound.
Oh boy. Okay. Is this video sped up?
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. I mean, okay.
What?
It doesn't look like it is. I suppose it could be.
Okay.
I didn't make the original.
In the video, in said video, are people watching another video? Is there some type of media playing in this video?
No.
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 All right, let me hear it again.
All right. Here we go. Play along at home. Guess the sound. I did see someone in the chat before I pulled it up. Guess what this was?
I'm not confident in this, but I'm going to guess someone using some kind of Halloween decoration to fuck with someone. Okay. Am I anywhere close?
I mean, not even close.
Okay, all right. What the fuck is that?
Honey Von Mantrap actually coming in, Dancer with the Isotopes. She says, someone getting attacked by Canadian geese. Correct, Honey Von Mantrap.
Wow.
What was happening was this woman was sprinting into her home, and you're watching the door bell camera filming it. And so she's running into the home, and then you see all these geese running after. It's actually a wild goose chase.
As someone who often comments on corny radio bullshit, I want to call myself out for reacting to that the way I did. I go, wow! Like I was really, I think I oversold that a little, and I just need to address it.
All right, yeah, good call.
But I am impressed because I had no fucking idea. It didn't sound like Man or Beast. It sounded like a VCR fucking up or something.
Yeah, Hack Ride says so much for his super hearing. Yeah, I know he's let us all down.
I could hear it, Hack Ride. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, he wasn't getting like interference and static. Like,
Karl, you're not playing it. I don't know.
You're right. All right, let's head over to Instagram.
Blinded like Blind Mike. Don't be a douche. Instagram in the night. Blinded like Blind Blind Mike. Check out these reels, they might make you wanna fight.
This is a fun one that was sent over by Hayes. Sent this one in. And apparently there's a man of the cloth, and he's discussing being at the store and needing a moisturizer and having a person at the store help him find the moisturizer that's right for him.
Yeah.
Me some moisturizer. She said that, listen, this kind, you even after you wash your hands, you won't get that saying, your hands won't get calcified. And so I got the lotion. I went to the counter and I said, beloved, this is a glorious smell. I was excited about it. She said, well, won't you try the men's? I said, excuse me? I said, this is the men's, beloved. She said, no, this is unisex. I said, what kind of sex? I said, so what you mean? She said, oh, it's for men and women. I said, you sold me some bisexual lotion. And I told her, I said, well, why didn't you send me the stuff for the men? You know I'm a man.
Uh-oh.
She said, well, it's for both. I said, do I look like I'm both? I don't represent both.
Pastor,
I'm
that's
100% man.
There's really not much more to it than that. That's just like the cut of that guy's jib.
Yeah. I just like the unisex. Is that like being a bisexual? No, well, not really, sir. I mean, it's
Listen here. No, he doesn't even.
different.
But what I like about it, he doesn't even ask. He's like, cut this woke shit. All right? I'm not conforming to whatever progressive nonsense you're trying to push on me.
I like that the interviewer is just like, oh yeah, you're not understanding how lotion works, sir.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do.
yeah.
Nothing's persuading this guy other than what he knows.
Yeah, fun stuff. Thank you for sending that in, Hayes. Appreciate it. And then Matt Fish in our Discord posted this, and he challenged me to play it, Mike.
Okay.
I'm up for a challenge. You know, if somebody says, Karl won't play this video, I go, oh, the hell I won't.
I'm no coward, he says.
That's right. That's what I always say. Challenge me like that, it's a good chance your video gets played. And he's like, here's some gay porn. I'm like, all right, touche. No.
Well, I've already accepted.
No, I already said yes. So here. All right,
I paid $20. I have to play the whole link.
Steel toe joke. All right. On the creep off, I play these cop cams. It's one of the segments we do. I do it like twice a week.
Okay.
And for the most part, and maybe it's because of who posts these videos on YouTube, but for the most part, you kind of got to side with the cops. The challenges there are real. The people they deal with are morons and annoying and combative and a problem.
Right.
And so I often am a boot sniffer. I don't know what you call it. I'm backing the boys in blue.
I'm trying to think of what delete laws would call you. Just a
Oh,
queer,
gosh.
I guess. I don't really know.
Delete laws would not be happy with these segments
No.
that I do. So Matt Fish, you know, because I'm always ball washing these police officers, says there's no way Karl's going to play this video. So a cop pulls up to a scene and he just parks perpendicular to a bunch of parking spots. He's just right across the yellow lines. Okay. And so a bystander calls him out for that.
What's going on?
We got a call about...
No, I mean like with your parking job. You're not like intoxicated, are you?
Okay, well, it's a little disrespectful, but that's all right.
Oh, a little disrespectful. Would you accept that from me?
Well, there's safety procedures. So...
Right. Starting with the emergency lights if you're not going to follow traffic laws, right?
Do you have your ID with you?
Do I have my ID on me? No, I don't.
I just need you to identify yourself.
I'm not going to do that. Right, why would I have to?
Supposed to.
I'm supposed to?
Okay.
Says who?
All right. Well, I tell you what.
I'll tell you what. You should probably just either get back in your car and fix the parking job.
I'm not going to take orders from you, bud.
You're not going to dictate how this goes.
Oh, yeah? Hey, hold on. Follow the tip of my finger right here.
All
Ready?
right.
Ready?
Well, I tell you what.
Hold on. Wait.
All right.
Wait. Oh, looks like I did dictate this stop now. Better luck next time, guys. The intimidation shit doesn't work with me.
Well played.
He did a very good job, this guy.
It was a dick move from the cop. Like, all right, let me see some ID from me. It's like, no, I'm busting your balls, idiot.
Right. You're supposed to. It's like, well, you've lost the argument, you know?
Right. Yes. Yeah. I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure if I'm busting your balls and you ask me for my ID, I can tell you to pound sand.
And this guy shows maybe a positive attitude would do a guy like Chili DeCastro well, where it's like he wasn't in the cop's face. He wasn't calling him an asshole. He wasn't getting loud with him or anything. He was very calm and just showed that this guy did something wrong and made kind of a fool out of him.
Clean family fun.
Yes.
That's what I like to call that.
Yes.
Which is what we enjoy on this show. Well, since we're on Instagram, we have to check in on our boy, John Cerasani.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, Schaumburg. What a city, yeah.
Wrong again, dude.
All right. So John Cerasani is still posting on his Instagram. He's still becoming a giant celebrity before our very eyes. And what I like about him is he's trying different angles. When we first met John, he wasn't a blackjack influencer. I didn't know he liked gambling. I had no idea about that.
Yeah, it was very little of his content. Yeah.
Right. And now it's become very much, he's going to casinos every weekend and he's just filming himself, counting chips and pulling aces.
Yeah.
Wow. What I like about this is that now he's trying to like get into the comedy game a little
I think this is his best role yet. I think he's most suited for this. He's always so funny in these videos.
Yeah.
And people go up to him all the time and say, John, why don't you try stand-up? You
Right.
just have a knack for it.
And this is proof that this is what he should be doing.
3 things you'll never hear a woman say in Las Vegas. Number 3, no, let's just wait in line. We don't need that table by the DJ. Number 2, tap water's fine. Don't bring the Perrier or Evian. And number 1, I forgot number 1. What was it? Oh, this is actually the funniest. The win? No, that place sucks.
Mike, I don't get it.
My board doesn't work.
Can we stop it with the goddamn board? This is our wait till we get to the voicemail segment. We'll hear what people think about your
Well,
board.
it seems like it's done anyways.
Good.
The crickets are dead. they hung themselves when they heard that joke.
Oh, you were going for crickets? You were talking like a transformer. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I don't know what
you were going for.
Well,
Is
the
the
point is,
Wynn like the greatest fucking place in Vegas? I didn't know that.
yeah, the point is this was targeted at, I guess, a very niche audience. And I've been in the Wynn casino with my girlfriend, as a matter of fact, and there was no like forcing me to go back. Like, I don't really know what he's talking about. Maybe it's a stereotype of Vegas girls, but I don't know how many of his million Instagram followers really get that.
I don't think these jokes would work in Vegas at a comedy club. You know, to a Vegas audience, people wouldn't be like, "Oh yeah, bitches be wanting Perrier."
He's so right. Right by the DJ booth. That's where they always are.
Yeah, this whole idea is just like, no one drinks tap water when they go to Vegas. Okay,
It's it made me wonder, and this is, we talk about this with like Tom Segura and people like that. Has John lost touch with his audience? Has he gotten unrelatable in his old age? Now,
he might be right.
Now that he's winning so much at the casino.
Well, there's a lot of dimensions to John Cerasani. He's not just a gambler. He's not just a multimillionaire. He's not just a guy who likes to show off his cars and his waterfall. He's also gets a little political from time to time. And he's got some hot takes on Chicago. Now, of course, he's from Schaumburg, Illinois, so he's going to have a hot take or two on Chicago.
Yeah,
Now listen, I ain't saying Chris Cuomo's stealing my stuff, but we do know each other. We've connected on Instagram before. I don't think he follows me, but he might be paying attention to my stuff.
That's already weird. We do know each other. We connected on Instagram. He doesn't follow me.
Right. He says, I don't know if he follows me. 101% chance that John has checked to make sure that Chris Cuomo is following him. And that answer tells me he's not.
Right. Okay. Good call. Let's see where he's going with this.
Because I said this exact same thing on Instagram 2 weeks ago about the governor of Illinois' reaction to Donald Trump wanting to bring the National Guard here. Cuomo said a little bit more eloquently than me, but he nails it. Check it out.
And that's the trap. When you push back on Trump's apparent desire to help fight crime, right? You know, when he says, hey, I want to give you troops, I'll give you troops. And you're like, oh, keep the name of my city out of your mouth. Or
who
we're in
is this
Chicago
for
alone. It
on
sounds like you want
John's
to defend.
feed? If you take John's follower, who's following him for this video? One person? Is there anyone out there?
Hold on a second. This is an interesting point you bring up. So you think John's putting out content that's for other people, not just self-serving content to show how cool he is.
I mean, I guess
Have you-
that's a fair point.
I mean, you're the one who introduced me to this guy, and now you're going, wait, does he know who his target demo is? No, he definitely does not. It's all self-serving shit.
That's fair, but I don't know that this is John's strength to try and make political point. I don't know why guys do this, and girls, mostly girls, when they reach a certain level, they feel like they have to get cerebral all of a sudden and make political points. It's not what you do, John. It's not what anyone follows you for. It's not what makes you interesting. You're bad at it, clearly. Like, I don't know why you've decided to do stuff like this.
All right, so is this about me talking about fantasy football at the beginning of the game? Is that I'm trying not to read between the lines, but are you trying to let me know I fucked up?
Well, listen, I got into it. It was shaking me awake too. I was like, Mike, why did you get so into it? You told him about Bijan Robinson, for God's sake.
I honestly think the reason why you brought that up was to send a message. And listen, I hear you loud and clear, buddy. I'll make an adjustment on my end.
See, John, why can't you handle it like that with that grace?
We won't do it again.
Yeah.
Fine, right? You know, when he says, hey, I want to give you troops, I'll give you troops. And you're like, oh, keep the name of my city out of your mouth. Or leave Chicago alone. It sounds like you want to defend the status quo. That you don't care about crime and fighting crime as much as you do fighting Trump. Because
Bingo! Ding, 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 ding. We need a governor, not a future president that's worried only about how he sounds when he's on national news. Come on, JB.
Powerful stuff.
The fact that John Cerasani, he started that video talking about how he's influencing the newscast. He might be the biggest narcissist ever. If I hear a guy on the news have a political take that I've maybe already said or thought, I just say oh, this guy gets it. You know? Yeah, that's what I think too. That's cool.
Every week I listen to Tim Dillon and I'm like, he's ripping me off. I was saying
I know. I never think this motherfucker's copying me.
He's
reading my diary
earlier. What is he bugged my apartment?
What an asshole. That's a wild thing to think. I know I've connected with him on Instagram, so he probably is ripping me off with this take that's not even it's not an obscure thought. To be like, hey, there's a lot of violent crime in Chicago. Maybe we should bring in some more people to work on this. Everyone has that thought. We know that.
I don't follow this stuff that closely, so maybe in political circles this really caught wind. But I don't remember seeing any videos where people were like, John Cerasani today takes down Illinois governor. Like, no one gave a fuck about John's fucking. I'm sure it got far less views than any of his other posts where he's flaunting gambling or showing his hot daughter.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. I have one more video on here. It's a longer one. I'm going to try to skip through some of the boring stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
But
I just thought this proved one of your greater points about John Cerasani.
I've been saying this for a while, that John is a lonely man.
He's a sad guy. Yeah, under it all, he's just a boy who wants some friends.
Yes.
Guys, I got some cool stuff coming up and I want to include you. 2 blackjack tournaments I need some people to join me on, as well as some stuff in Paradise. Oh my God. All right, first of all, before I get into this. I'm in blackjack tournaments. I need some people to join me on. The way blackjack tournaments work is that people sign up for them. You don't need to bring friends.
No, that's not.
No, it's not just like, all right, how many in your party? Oh, there's just 12 of us. Great. Very good.
There's no 5-on-5 blackjack tournaments.
Can you imagine going to a bingo hall and they're just like, oh, you don't have any friends? Well, then no, you can't play bingo here, sir. We need people who are bringing other people with them.
Just imagining the John squad walking in slow motion to the Wynn Casino.
Doesn't make any sense. All right. So I'm already kind of lost, but let's see where he's going with this.
This isn't one of those things like, hey, this is a contest. Let me pick a winner out of the comments. This is actually the coolest thing I've ever done. And
this is the coolest thing he's ever done.
It's not like a contest where I'm going to pick a winner out of the comments, but make sure you comment.
Yep.
And I'll pick someone who wins. But ignore that part. This is really cool.
This might be some hyperbole. Talking about this is the coolest thing he's ever done. All he does is brag about all the cool shit he does.
Cooler than the waterfall, John. Come on.
Cooler than that time you were with Joe Rogan and you almost got a photo near him.
Cooler than showing us your daughter with a low-cut shirt.
That's the coolest thing he's ever done. My humble opinion.
chances of winning it are pretty good because most people on Instagram don't know how to go to a link and fill out a form to enter, okay? So the fact that you're doing that, you're gonna be in that 1% anyway, dude. Trying to get people on Instagram to do this stuff, just generally speaking, hey, go buy a piece of merch, go enter this form. It's like trying to get a blind person to drive in rush hour traffic.
Whoa.
I've done that.
Whoa, John. Is that a shot at you? I know you guys have had some back and forths in comment sections before.
I'm hurt. It has to be targeted at me. He's a
Jeez.
big fan of the program, and that was intentional.
I like that he says,
hey, John's watching me and comment. He's stealing my ideas.
I like that he says on there, he goes, it's really hard to get followers to do a thing. Well, that's because your followers are just making fun of you. They don't actually like you
Mr.
at
Beast
all.
hasn't had the same problem.
Yeah, a lot of people participate. Mr. Beast is like, hey, I'm having a game show. Like, sick. Let's go.
What is this, on Instagram? Yeah, right, Mr. Beast.
So John, of course, is an idiot and goes, yeah, it's really hard to get people to sign up for the things you want to do. Yeah, it's because you're looking for friends to go on a cruise with. That's weird.
They're bad ideas.
You're right. You're right. That's better summed up. Thank you.
It is literally that freaking difficult. Okay, dude? So if you've made it this far, you're already ahead of the game. Okay? Guys, the runner-up prize, we'll start with that. Just to give you an idea of what the runner-up prize is you and a guest to come with me to Atlantic City, stay the weekend at the Borgata.
Atlantic City. Okay, let's see what else is going on.
Wow, when? Is it November? That could be really nice.
Maybe it'll be during the Super Bowl in the middle of February. All those fucking idiots.
It's a lovely time of year, though.
Gather around.
Included. We'll go out. We'll have a good time. Hopefully, you also watch me win $300,000 in their blackjack tournament. Guys, it's going to...
Okay. This is the point that I wanted to make. Now, remember, this is the runners-up prize. We're going to get to the bigger prizes.
Hmm?
But when he said, I need people to come to a blackjack tournament, he literally said we can watch him play blackjack.
Ooh. Then you can watch me hit on chicks. You can watch me eat a steak dinner. Oh, what else can you watch me do?
I talk to the dealer a lot. I mean, who would want to watch this guy play blackjack? And a tournament, too. It's not just like, I'll sit down with a couple hands with you, see how you do. It's like, no, this is going to take hours and hours, maybe days.
You might say, who would want to watch some asshole play golf? But what if I said, would you want to watch Tiger Woods play golf? Your answer might change. Yeah.
I've done that, yes. That's fun. That's
Tiger
true.
Woods of blackjack.
He is the greatest of all time. You're right. All right. Maybe I'm being too mean. I'll cool it. I'll cool my jets.
Thanks.
It's going to be great content, and it's going to be a lot of fun. That's the second runner-up, guys. Okay? How do you get into this stuff? All right,
let me scrub to the next prizes. Because I know what you're thinking, Mike. Mm-hmm. You're like, don't really need to go to Atlantic City and watch a blackjack tournament, even if there was a dinner involved and airfare taken care of. It's not really the vacation I'm looking for. So let's see, what else can we win?
Yeah. I said earlier. What's second prize? Second prize is going to Tampa, staying at the Hard Rock, Seminole Hard Rock in Tampa, and going to the Buccaneers freaking 49ers game with my guy Money Mills Locks. Are you kidding me? He has season tickets. He's a Tampa native. He's going to host you.
Boy, that's niche.
Hold on a second. So you're going to introduce me to a stranger who has an extra ticket to go to a game?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What's wrong with that? It sounds like it's his boy. Isn't that cool? You get to hang out with one of John's friends.
Honestly, if a friend of mine texted me and said, hey, you don't know my buddy Bill, but Bill's got a ticket to the game this weekend. Do you want to go with him? I'd be like, nah, I'm sure Bill's a great guy. You're vouched for him. I'm sure it's great, but nah, I'm good. It's fine.
Yeah. If I'm going to keep my Tiger Woods analogy, now we've gone to like, hey, you could go to a Jets game with Tiger Woods' cousin. You're like, oh,
yeah,
no, that's cool. Okay. No, I'm fine.
Wow. Hello. And we get in this how, John? Like I said.
And also, I want to point out, it's not even like sweet tickets. The guy just has season tickets to the games. He doesn't mention if they're on the 50-yard line. Right. Like it's just season tickets to the game. They could be behind the end zone for all.
We don't know how many. Can I bring a friend? Or is it just me and this guy?
And do I have to watch a Buccaneers game? I mean,
It's a really narrow window. John doesn't talk a lot of sports. I mean, granted, he does appeal to guys.
Well, hold on a second. Remember we went to that Bears game by himself.
That's what I mean. He couldn't even find a follower to go with him. But like the idea that you're targeting someone that not just likes football, that likes the idea of traveling for a Bucks-Niners regular season game. Yeah. Like, that's not a premier matchup this year. This is not,
no.
Who was going out of their way for that? Like, I'd almost rather go to Atlantic City.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Hold on. There's another prize. Let's see. Maybe there's something that you do like, Mike.
This is really good.
That's pretty easy. The link's up on top of my page. You just go into it and you enter. Not too hard. Enter up to 7 times. What's the grand prize?
Grand prize.
You sitting down?
I am.
You sitting down?
Yeah. I suspect I won't be.
Bahamar, 4 nights with me, airfare included. Let's frickin' go.
This is insane. This man doesn't have a friend to go on vacation with.
Just come on vacation with me.
So he's turned it into a contest.
I mean,
does he know how he comes off in this?
You've been on vacations, I'm sure.
I have, with friends.
You know how quickly that can turn exhausting with certain people? Like, what if John doesn't like this person, or very likely vice versa?
Right.
If this person's like, can I just go home, man? This is getting a little exhausting. I have to watch you play blackjack again. This is not fun.
And typically, people who have to buy friends are not guys that you want to hang out with.
Well, no.
For that specific reason, because they have to buy friends.
And John seems like, I know Alex Stein says he's a great hang and a terrific guy.
He does.
But John seems like a guy where it would get kind of, I mean, maybe obviously, he has followers for a reason. Maybe the people winning this contest are exactly who John would hang out with. But it seems like a lot of people would just be like, okay, man, you have a lot of cool stuff. You showed me the pictures of all the cool shit you have already. That's really awesome. No, you won. No, I remember you won at blackjack. That's really cool.
What if he got a guy, who knows who follows him? What if he got like a Star Wars nerd?
Right.
Like a dude who's just into sci-fi shit, just wants to talk about the new Star Wars series and get deep into the lore.
And then how long are you going to do the Gen Pop shtick and call him little buddy and all that? Like, are you going to do that the whole vacation that you're on with this person?
Yeah, what if he finds a guy lonelier than him? And the guy's just like, hey, can we exchange phone numbers? I want to text you. Can we be text buddies now? Yeah. Can we start texting each other?
It's really more exhausting for John because if this is a character, as Alex Stein claims, he has to stay in character the whole time.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, too.
It's crazy to do to yourself.
All right, we got to get into King Cobra stuff. I mentioned at the top of the show I have a hard out because I do have my fantasy football draft at 8 p.m., and because of that, people are like, well, I want to slow down the show with super chats and super tips.
Why would you do that?
Thankfully, no one is participating.
Yay, super chats.
All right, only a couple people are participating in it because they're worried about me getting the show done within time in order to get to my fantasy football draft where I do have the #1 overall pick.
Hey guys, we are replacing banter with a 30-minute discourse on how much I suck at fantasy football.
Hey, Carl. Nobody cares.
All right, that's a good point.
There were never any restrictions on what banter was. It was just two friends talk. Could be any topic.
You know what? That's a good point. And I don't appreciate people saying
nobody cares.
Not true. Not true. Mike was into it.
Don't dictate what banter is. That ruins the entire thing.
Good point. Weird comment coming in. Have y'all seen the corn diff? That corn diff had his computer go through the steel toe shows. A 3+ hour video came out of him saying gay 5,104 times this year so far. I heard Aaron talking about that. He was non-pleased.
I heard a clip where he said, he's like, some asshole, some obsessed asshole found every time I said gay. And I was like, what is that? I got to find out what that is. Shout out to Corn Diff. That's funny.
Yeah. And so in Aaron's dumb mind, because he doesn't know how to use computers, so he goes, this guy has no life. He's just sitting there looking for me to say gay. It's just like, well, now you can program that in. And
probably took him 30 seconds.
Yeah. Might have taken the computer a little while, but he wasn't manning it at the time, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm worried about that for our game with Megan. Is it gay? I don't want him to get self-conscious about that. It'll kind of fuck up our game. So thanks for nothing, Corn Diff.
Yeah, right.
Fucking idiot. More like Karl Hamburgay, $2.
Oh.
The term is bystander. Bystander, you non-literate mo lova you.
I didn't think it was worth stopping the show, but that is what the phrase is.
What did I say?
By standard.
Oh, yeah. I combined 2 other words.
Yeah, it's all right. Common mistake.
God damn it. Well, if you don't want to correct me, feel free to put in a super tip or a super chat.
Oh, this one's from Mike G.
Supertip.gg/WATP. Don't worry if I miss the first round pick. All right. King Cobra passed away.
Yeah.
Big news. And unfortunately, he didn't pass away on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. That would have been helpful because we would have been like right on it.
It was hours after the show.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. And so we have a little tribute to him. I got some information, some breaking news.
Oh.
But I want to start off with just King Cobra, not in his element, not at his place, staring into the camera, talking to the chat. King Cobra out and about at a bar.
Oh, interesting.
Singing karaoke. And I just thought this was a fitting way to start our tribute to Cobes.
If this is Johnny Cash level good, I'm going to shit my pants.
Well, as you know, he is a musician. One of the things we know about King Cobra, he fancies himself a musician.
I believe unironically, because I think these were Reddit pages that don't really know who King Cobra was. It was just like a headline.
Yeah.
And I saw a bunch of places post YouTuber and musician
Yes,
Joshua Saunders, aka King Cobra, died.
I saw that too, yeah. When he's not shredding on the guitar, he's...
That's right.
I hurt myself today.
Not quite the original.
This is not terrible, though.
Dude, it is terrible. Johnny Cash just talks the lyrics.
It's not as bad as I was
Anyone could do
expecting.
Focus on the pain. The only
I do like that he wears his eyeliner when he goes out because he is
beautiful.
He is King Cobra. Yeah, that's why I thought I'd start it with this. Thought you'd enjoy this.
It's very nice.
The neon terror home. The old familiar stick. Trying to kill it away. But I remember
All right, well, this is where it gets a little more sing-songy. All right, timing's off, notes are off. It's fine. It's really good. I'm getting teared up over here.
I like this version better than Johnny Cash's.
Yep. You know what? Now that I think about it, long live King Cobra. We lost him too soon. So,
I really was bummed out about it. Like, you know, I guess I never thought of it. It never dawned on me, as you, I think mentioned last week, that wasn't particularly a healthy guy, so it's not stunning. But I was sad. He's only 34 years old.
34 years old. His dad finds him in his apartment, and
and I didn't realize. I remember when we first started covering King Cobra, I found a couple clips with his dad. I didn't realize like what a fixture he was in the early King Cobra days. He was in a bunch of his videos and stuff.
Right. And I made the mistake of opening up a podcast episode playing King Cobra's dad crying about this the day he discovered his son dead, and I learned the error of my ways.
Well, the audience you had, Patrick and Moody, Adam Bush, whoever it was, wasn't playing along.
No. They were just like, the chat doesn't want us to do this anymore. And maybe they were right about that. Perhaps they were right about that.
It was an emotional day for all of us.
It was. So I'm not going to play any clips of his dad. I'm sure people have seen it. But I do want to capture who King Cobra was as a broadcaster. Because he was very famous for a reason.
Certainly.
This isn't a fluke that we're talking about.
Hall of Fame lolcow, I would say. It's been like a decade run that he's had.
Oh, yeah. Over a decade. And so Mike pulled some clips from a video, and he labeled this one, "We Lost a Gentleman."
Yeah, this is probably. I mean, maybe he'll do some homages, but maybe the last Boglum Chronicles post we'll ever get.
Okay.
When I'm watching Sydney Watson review the Sydney Sweeney bullshit, she shared a clip of a woman in a tight orange dress who's throwing a wobbler because guys didn't approach her that evening, and she's all dressed to go out, tight dress, fucking hair is done up, her makeup's done, and she's like so fucking sick of this shit. Like, she's sitting there telling anyone who will listen, just come up, touch her boob, buy a drink, and it's like, how about no? I don't touch your boobs without consent, even if I do think you're cute. It's like...
That's right.
And we just say, you know what, fuck it, we're done. All of a sudden, men stop approaching you. You go from calling every man a creep because they approach you to, why won't men approach me? Oh my God. I'm like, make up your fucking mind.
He was a charmer right to the end.
You know, I like King Cobra as a philosopher more than King Cobra as a comedian. You know?
Yes. Yeah.
The
man made a lot of good points.
He's got a good take on life.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. So, yeah, that's one of the important thoughts that he had that we want to never forget. Here's another example.
Say it with me. I do not need sex in my life to be happy. Happiness comes from within.
How can I say it with you if you didn't tell me what you were going to say? I had no idea. Did we lose Mike or did I lose the feed on here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And that's the end of Blind Mike Geary, everybody. All right, we're gonna soldier through here as he works out his issues. I'm not envious of Cobra's foot. I didn't mention there was a zoom in on how disgusting his foot was. He's always barefoot in these videos. He's walking through shit for some reason, even though there's no animals in his house. So whose shit could it be, I wonder?
My approach to picking up the ladies is a hands-off approach, YouTube. I wear some tactical soap. I'll tell her a shitty pickup line or a joke and buy her a drink.
Nice.
I'll respect her even if she doesn't respect me because it's just how it is. What would you use for a shitty pickup line, Cobra? Excuse me, miss, do you listen to Ozzy Osbourne? Why do you ask? Because I want to make you bark at the moon. Oh.
Okay. Brad Pitt himself could not make that Ozzy Osbourne pickup line work. It's a terrible idea.
Ooh. What's a guitarist's favorite kind of swimsuit? A G-string. Wow.
George Clooney would get a drink thrown in his face if he tried to use that pickup line.
You like Harry Potter? What's your house? Slytherin? I want to slither into your DMs.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would be laughed at if he tried that pickup line. So I don't know that his game is going to work out for him, this approach that he has to picking up the ladies. But he did start that by saying never getting laid is great, and you should be totally happy with that. So good. It's a good way to live your life realistically. Here's a bold stance.
And I'll say it again, looks are not everything if your personality sucks. You know. Also, fuck Adolf Hitler. He's a piece of shit. That drink combo's hitting just right, man. Whiskey and peach. Ooh.
All right, now I see why he's so popular with all these hot takes that he has. That Adolf Hitler guy wasn't great. Yeah. Sounds right. Good stuff. A lot of these broadcasters who make it big and go viral have like hot takes, you know, Nick Fuentes. You know, you gotta say things the other guys aren't saying. You know, find your niche audience by doing that. So maybe that was King Cobra's approach. But this just shows he has a great attitude. And I'm going to message Mike and see what's going on in a minute. But we're gonna push through.
I personally hate the way I look. I wish I had a full head of hair. I wish my teeth were in better shape. I wish my skin were pale white. And I wish I had like the handsomest, the most stunningest of dark green eyes. But alas, I'm stuck with the genetics I got and the way my body is now, so I just accept it. I do like blondes, but
I love that. I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but this monster that we're looking at is talking about the flaws that he has, and he goes to his eye color. I feel like there's other places I would have gone before my eye color if I looked like King Cobra. And you could put a hat on. He does often. So there's ways around balding or thinning hair. I just texted my buddy Blind Mike Geary. We'll see if he gets back to me. Of course, he's in the new house now. He's probably got contractors all over the place, probably cutting through the fiber as we speak. If you guys want to help us out and super chat the show, that'd be a nice time filler. I see Mike coming back. That'd be a nice time filler as we have a lot more King Cobra to get to. Some very interesting things coming up that I discovered from some listeners and some research that I did. Mike, what's up, buddy?
Well, much like my friend King Cobra, my computer died.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Is it okay now?
We're back, baby.
All right, we're back,
There
baby.
you go.
Supertip.gg/WATP.
You should enter me into the contest. Cerasani wants to buy friends. I can be bought. Can you imagine those live streams?
That would actually be awesome.
So what did I miss?
So I went through all the clips that you pulled.
Okay.
And I have a very interesting package coming up. We're not done with King Cobra yet. I thought I'd try to buy some time by going to the super tip and super chats.
I appreciate that.
I thought people would take
internally panicking, but I remained calm. I was proud of myself.
I remained calm as well. I actually thought that people would take pity on me. They have to do the show by myself and would go, I'll fill some time for you. And actually, oh, go ahead.
I never know what to do in those situations. Like if it was the other way around and you left, I'd be like, I don't even know if I'm on the air. So I don't even know if I can't play the clips. I don't know what the fuck to do.
I've heard you do that multiple times, unfortunately. Craig just goes away and you're like, all right, well, what's going on? There's no way to know.
Prison. Yes.
Well, my sister-in-law took pity on me, thank God. Chaos Queen coming in.
Have you seen that Helga was scratched by one of her cats and became so infected that she was in the hospital for days? That cat had to have very dirty paws. She's another SJ.
I did not see that. Helga, of course, of the Lisa and Helga fame, lives in a very disgusting, dirty place that's covered in insects. So it wouldn't surprise me that an open wound would be a problem in there.
Jesus. Yeah, that's right. I guess we did lose Lisa. I didn't really cover her, so I didn't think of her. But in my mind, I forgot she was first because I don't know who would be next on the death pool.
It's John.
You know?
It's stuttering John.
I guess that is the obvious choice. Yeah.
Lisa wasn't a huge surprise because she was in very poor health and didn't take really good care of herself and was homeless for many years. So and older too, and old. So
yes, yeah.
Mike from Jersey, $2. I have nothing of importance to say ever. Thanks, Mike from Jersey. And Mike from Jersey again. He has steel toes hairline. Oh.
Who does?
I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I think he's talking about Cobes over here.
Oh, don't speak ill of the dead like that.
That's rough. That is rough right there. So Kay from St. Louis is a listener who oftentimes would send me in information, especially when Josh, King Cobra, started dating Jessica Boyd, who was also like this YouTuber local person. And then she traveled out to Wyoming, is it? I think it's Wyoming.
Yes, Casper, Wyoming. Yeah.
Casper, Wyoming, to visit with Josh. And then they were doing live streaming together, the two of them. It was almost like a Karmic and Felicia moment where here's the two lovebirds in the same room and
it was
talking
magical.
Talking about their sex life and all the things that they're up to.
That was the time, and you've heard me say this before, where I really appreciated Josh's attitude more than any other guy we cover on any show. And that was the time where that really started, because just as a guy, you could relate to him when he was going through that, where this is just a guy that wanted some pussy. He invited some crazy bitch over and she wouldn't leave his fucking house. And in that moment, like, Josh was not a guy we were laughing at. He was just a dude we were relating to. You know?
Right. Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been with the crazy psycho bitch who's getting the cops called on us. And we just wish she would calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
So, yes, that was a very fun saga that we had. Well, before we get into Jessica, here's a screenshot that Josh's dad, Clint, posted on the Facebook page with the coroner's cause of death. Are you familiar with what the cause of death was on this?
I don't know that I remember hearing, I know I heard the reports that his lips were blue and all that, but I don't know if I heard an official report. No.
So listen to this. He says the coroner called and it looks like Josh had a heart attack in his sleep. However, they are running a full toxicology report, but it will take a few weeks to get results.
Okay.
So heart attack is the official word on this.
Interesting.
Now, what I'm going to show you here, I don't know if you've seen, I don't think it's making the rounds as much as it could be, but thank God for Kay from St. Louis who found this on Facebook. It's a video posted on Facebook, and King Cobra actually predicted his death 7 years ago, Mike.
Oh no, really?
This is one of those things where you go, huh? What's going on? Are we in the Matrix? Is any of this real?
He's the Simpsons. He predicted
check
all
this
of this.
out. Yes.
Maybe when I'm 34, I'll have a heart attack and die. That would be nice.
Whoa.
Why 34, you ask? Well, because it has numbers 3 and 4, and because my 20s are gone, and I don't want to be 40, so screw it. If I die of a heart attack when I'm 34, so be it.
That's crazy.
I know. This is exactly what happened.
27 right now, 28.
He has to count on his fingers how far that is.
2, 3, 4. I'll be 34 in 7 years.
Right.
There you go.
Very good.
Oh, joy. That's loads of fun to think about. No, not really.
No.
Like, this is enough. Take the edge off a little bit, you know.
I only had enough beer, at least that day. So listen to this, Mike.
Yeah.
So he predicts his own death. Not only how old he'd be, but the cause of death. Predicted 7 years ago. Wild, right? But it gets crazier than that. It's also the 34th week of this year. And August 22nd, the day of his death, was the 234th day of, did I already say that? Oh, the 234th day of the year.
Get GG33 on the phone.
It is right, GG33. Like, what does this mean? There's 34s everywhere. His age, the day, the number of days in the year, the number of weeks in the year.
GG33 would be like, oh, sorry, numbers stop at 33. 34 means nothing, actually. So, bupkis for old King Cobra, unfortunately.
This is not some Taylor Swift numerology shit, Megan.
That is weird.
This is real. This is real that we're looking at right here.
It is weird. I don't think it means anything, but it is weird.
It's very odd.
That clip to me, again, to put Josh in a positive light here, that's why the attitude that he had always leapt out at me more than any of these other guys is like, I said this on my Sunday show that, like, you can compare him to John, who had this career in Hollywood, or Aaron, who thinks he's like this great broadcaster. And this guy with autism sitting in a trailer in Wyoming was like, hey, I get laughed at sometimes, but big deal. I have a nice life, like he had a good perspective on it all.
Oh, he had a great perspective. People would send him the worst pizza toppings possible. And he'd be like, oh yeah, how about I put Cheetos on it?
Yeah. He's
and
like,
hot
I'll fucking
sauce, and I'll fucking eat that. I'll make it even worse and eat it. Yeah, take that, asshole.
I loved this fucking guy.
He would leave the pizza out. There'd be bugs crawling on it. And the next morning he'd be like, I'm going to warm this up and have some more.
I'll show you.
Yeah. He had a very positive outlook on life.
Yes.
He wasn't all that healthy. And a lot of people think that it was because he lived an unhealthy lifestyle that he died at such a young age. There's other people who think something else happened. Let me read to you what Kay from St. Louis sent to me. Some people are still thinking Jessica poisoned him, the ex-girlfriend Jessica. He says, I think it was a combination of an air duster, Everclear, and tobacco binge, while only eating straight up garbage and never being very physically active.
Yeah. And to be clear, like, I don't want to be responsible for people calling this girl a murderer or any of that other. I have no fucking idea what happened with Jessica and
I have an
King
idea, and I'm
Cobra.
going to show you in just a moment. Don't worry, Mike. I have a presentation today. All right. I came with
Again.
receipts.
All right.
I'm not just reading it. I'm not just reading some random viewers' comments here. I'm just setting it up.
All right,
Okay.
good.
So he says, but we'll see if Clint releases the toxicology report in a few weeks. Jessica has gone live a couple of times. And you and I were talking about this before the show.
Mhm.
This is what Kay, who knows this shit, because he pays attention. Jessica's gone live a couple of times, since his death. But from what he has seen, she has not addressed it at all.
Really?
Which is very strange.
It's unusual.
It is unusual considering
Is her
she sent
name
it-
Queen Cobra now or something?
Queen Cobra. And it's unusual because she recently sent him a care package because she was concerned about Ozzy's death and how he was taking that.
Yeah. Which is the real, like a couple, holding hands in bed. Like Ozzy was gone and King Cobra said, I can leave this world now. That's all I needed.
That there is something to that. There is something to that as well. But he says the other night she was apparently going crazy, calling people in the chat the N-word. She's a very classy gal.
Well, it's good. It's good she's back to her old ways. This hasn't phased her, which is good. You got to live your life.
All right. So I got this from Dr. Hamad, who sent this into the show. But apparently there was a care package, as I mentioned, that was sent over from Jessica. And this is loving Jessica, who they had a very bad breakup. A lot of crazy shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
But, sometimes time goes by. You think fondly about your exes. You think about the good times.
Sure.
I think that's what Jessica was doing. Now, this is before Josh's death.
All right, so I'm sending a little care package to Josh, because Ozzy passed, and I just want to send him something to show him I still care about him and thinking about him.
Nice.
Gonna send him that painting of the Cobra I did last year, some twin snake gummies, some Cherokee pipe tobacco, some rain lily seeds.
Okay. Rain lily seeds. Now, this is interesting. I don't know of Josh of having a green thumb.
No.
And it turns
He
out
would eat those.
Yeah, they are poisonous.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so check this out. This is on X. Someone posted. It says King Cobra's ex uploads odd video 10 minutes ago. She sent Cobra rain lily seeds 8 days ago, which apparently are toxic, leading some to speculate on how he possibly died. This is the same ex that posted revenge porn online and is unhinged. And he posts this YouTube screen grab that says, yes, rain lily seeds are toxic and should not be ingested. Now,
Well, maybe
Mike,
maybe he's getting into gardening.
things get even crazier. Because look at what he did on his final video that he posted before his death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what he was talking about back then.
Up all night, but it hurts to lay down.
Oh, I saw this.
Been up all night puking and pooping.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I feel like shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm clammy, my stomach hurts. Been up all night puking.
And this definitely is his last
He was
video.
in the
'Cause I saw
bathroom.
someone else post it, so I wasn't sure if they were just like fucking around.
Okay, that I don't know. But it is in his current setup. It's not an older video. It's definitely more recent.
Okay.
But you're right. I didn't do the full research because I thought this was too titillating. I didn't want to screw up my own presentation on this.
I saw someone else post it, so I
Yeah.
took it as like, oh, someone's just fucking around to be like, see, this was the last thing that happened to him.
Well, but it's interesting that now we see there was the rain lily seeds that were sent, and we still don't have the toxicology report. And here he is talking about all things that you would be talking about if you were poisoned. He's shitting, he's puking, he's clammy, his stomach's off, everything's uncomfortable.
There's a mystery afoot.
Is there a mystery? Or is this solved?
I'll say this. I don't know what happened. And if Jessica is innocent, I don't want her name dragged through the mud.
We do not know what happened.
I don't have any idea. But if there's foul play, Josh, I will avenge you, my friend. I'll get to the bottom of this one way or another.
Won't. Shut the Mike. What are you doing?
I'll never think about it.
You're giving yourself a homework assignment right now. You're gonna do shit.
I'll Google a couple times in the following days to see if there's any follow-up on this.
You'll forget about this. We'll do WATS next week, and we won't even bring up King Cobra's name. We'll have moved on. Like,
Always
Wokedad's
will.
back.
He's the outro, baby.
That is true.
Long live Josh.
I'm using the bathroom, but I will push through this. Oh. It hurts. It hurts to breathe. Fucking my stomach. My stomach hurts.
So there you have it. A possible reason for King Cobra's early demise.
Well, I hope that's not the case.
I hope it's not the case as well. I don't want Jessica to be out there murdering ex-boyfriends. That would be terrible.
Certainly, yes.
But it's also quite odd that this man died at the age of 34.
It is interesting, yeah. And if that is the last video, that doesn't seem like a heart attack.
Right.
You know? But I don't know. Well,
but you know what?
I'll let the experts handle it.
You know what? I am not a doctor, but I do talk to Dr. Steve pretty regularly. Did that count for anything?
This is my foray into the true crime world. I'll avenge you, Cobra.
Come on the creep off with us. Last thing I want to read to you is just from Kay from St. Louis, who has sent me so many things about King Cobra. And he just says, I can't believe our boy is gone. This one really hit me hard. Clint's video made me cry. I've been following him since like 2010 or 2011.
Oh, wow.
And even though, this guy's an OG.
Yeah.
Says, and even though I never met him or talked to him, it really felt like I lost someone I know, like a friend had died. So, Kay from St. Louis, our hearts go out to you, all of the people that King Cobra touched over the years. It is sad to see this guy who became a household name.
Yeah, and it is. I try not to. I think it's a fine line between being like, we always loved Josh and thought he was a great guy. Like, no, we laughed at him, you know?
Yeah.
But like, there is, I'm a fan of these people. Like, you know, and the thing that separated Josh to me from like Woke Dad, for example, like I think Woke Dad's kind of an asshole. Like he seems like a liar.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I don't want him to die, but if he stubbed his toe, I wouldn't be upset about it.
I wouldn't be like, oh my God, we lost Daniel Alexander. How sad. I wouldn't really give a shit, to be honest. Like Josh was like an adorable character. You're like, like we laughed at him, but like he seemed like a good-hearted guy, and I think that's what makes him different than a lot of these people.
Agreed. And people in the chat want to weigh in on this.
Yay, super chats.
Ass has been a member for 16 months, says, R.I.P. Cobra. He was a mess, but seemed like a good guy. The only locale that comes to mind who wasn't a hateable piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we were just saying. Hawaiian Pizza 87. I absolutely adore King Cobra. That is all.
Yep.
Well, this is a nice tribute that this is turning into. Yeah. Dr. Hamad gave us 10 somethings. Thank you, Dr. Hamad. Mike from Jersey says, it was nice painting. It was a nice painting, though. Yeah, the Cobra that Jessica made, that was nice. When you are, listen,
the Trojan horse.
I was going to say, I'm not a true crime guy. I do host a true crime show, but I'm not a true crime guy. But if you are going to send a care package with poison in it, you want all the other things to be like really nice because it gives you the sense of like, oh, she does like me. That's cool.
Now you have to ask, would she say in a video, I'm sending him these poison things?
Yes, she's batshit, Mike. Yeah. She's batshit crazy.
That's a fair counterpoint.
We've covered this.
The defense rests. We have no
if
more
you're the attorney, you're going, damn, why did I ask that? It really fucked up our case. Miguel, $5. Just think if viewers didn't call the cops when Jessica fell asleep in the tub, the king would still be eating disgusting things on stream today. Very possible.
We don't know.
We're just speculating over here. We're just two podcasters just having a little fun speculating.
A couple of guys, yeah.
Just a couple of guys with barely anyone paying attention to us. What do we know? I know. I'll tell you what we know. We know TikTok.
TikTok's a psyop by the Chinese to fuck up the minds
friends of our youth and some other people too. So let's talk quite a lot about these TikTokers we stalk and know. Oh, TikTok fucking blows.
I need your help on this one.
Okay.
Brianna Chickenfry.
Chickenfry, that's right. Yeah, she's tried to rebrand herself as Brie LaPaglia. I don't know if that's really taken off.
Okay.
But she's the new big female star at Barstool and kind of fancied herself like Alex Cooper, hence the rebrand. Like, she thought she was going to start out as like a call her daddy girl, and then when she got to a certain level of popularity, be taken more seriously. That second layer hasn't really developed yet. Everyone still calls her Chicken Fry. Like,
why was she called Chicken Fry in the first place? That seems like, I mean, I'm Karl Hamburger. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Her legs look like chicken fries, I think is where it started. Like, she made a joke like that and it took off.
Like chicken fries from Burger King? Chicken fries?
That's exactly right. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're getting it.
It's a worse answer than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're understanding. So the reason I look into her at all is because maybe a year ago, or at least a few months ago, on the Kirk Minahan show, I believe I was on this day. I forget why this came up, but Brianna made some post about Taylor Swift or something. I don't remember the exact context, but it came up on the show, and Kirk made some joke like, Brianna's not even a real Taylor Swift fan or something. It was basically as innocuous as that. Okay. Maybe he put a little of the Minahan charm in it, but I don't remember specifically. But that was the basic gist. Like, she's not a real Taylor Swift fan. Brianna went to Dave Portnoy and complained about this, and Dave fired Kirk. Now, the firing lasted like 6 minutes. He called up and was like, I overreacted, or whatever the fuck he said. But like, that did happen. Like,
that's
Bree
insane.
Bree went to like complain about it.
Hold on. I got to stick up for my buddy Mike right now. I know Dave doesn't like you. Dave sounds like a lunatic in this story. Like an unhinged maniac. You know? I mean, I'm sure he has good taste in pizza, but that's an insane way to run a company.
He has admirable qualities, but when it comes to this stuff, he's a bit nutty. He flies off the handle every once in a while. Yeah.
Him and Kirk's dynamic is wild.
It's bizarre, but, but it's interesting to watch for sure. So that's where the whole Taylor Swift, she's a Taylor Swift fan. And Kirk called her out for being a fraud. And the idea that she complained to her boss about that kind of leads you to believe that it's a sensitive area.
Well, and that's a dumb thing to be sensitive about. Like, it's the most popular artist on the planet.
Right.
Like, there's a larger percentage of Taylor Swift fans than there are anything fans.
Right. So who would give a shit if someone
Right, who
calls
would
you
give
out?
a shit? Like, no, I really do like Taylor Swift. Like, yeah, everyone does. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. But a lot of people are calling Brianna a phony in general because she made this weird post a few days ago where she's like, guys, I just watched Theo Vaughn's podcast, and you're not going to believe this. There's a conflict happening in the Middle East, and I really just can't believe what they're doing to each other over there. It was it was as if she'd never heard of Israel and Palestine. She wasn't aware of it, and Theo Vaughn turned her onto it. So she's trying to be more
I assume
cerebral.
that's a joke, right?
No, it was dead. She's like, I'm going to get more serious now. I come from a point of privilege, and I didn't realize how much hate
That's
was
what she
in
got
the
from
world.
Theo Vaughn's show? Not MSNBC. Theo Vaughn.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're thinking of the same guy. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, she seems like a fucking basket case. And then she went on some rant the other day. She's on a Barstool reality show, and she had all her friends over, but they couldn't show the film. And she went on a rant about how she's the highest earner at the company and she deserves special treatment. So she seems like kind of a piece of shit from the very little I know about her.
Okay.
Anyways, all of that to say.
Look who's going to get fired from the Kirk Minahan show. Boy, you really stepped in it this time, Mike.
I think worse might have been said about her, but we'll see. So all of that to say, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged.
They did?
Does
anyone know about this?
It's been sort of underground, but there's one person that found out about it, and it was Brianna Chickenfry. And you wouldn't believe, I mean, she must be so embarrassed. This moment was caught on camera.
Later. What are you talking about? Are you pranking me? No, you just posted it on Instagram. Wait, I'm gonna cry. Wait, who posted it? Did Taylor post it? Shut up, shut up. Shut up! Oh my god! Oh my god, are you serious, Harry? The ring is so good! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is an adult woman,
This
by
is
the way,
breaking
just to clarify.
Is it?
I mean, allegedly, yeah.
The highest earner at Barstool. If I'm an employee at Barstool, I'm going, okay, yeah, this is not a company I'm going to succeed in.
Or you're like, I can't. What I'm doing isn't making more money than this.
Right. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. If I'm making a lot of money, I'm like, this bitch makes more than me.
Fucking news. I'm gonna throw up and scream and cry. Oh my god, the pictures.
It's crazy.
Oh my god.
3 minutes ago.
Literally 3 minutes ago.
3 minutes ago.
Are you crying? Oh my god, I can't believe it. They're gonna have a baby so soon. Oh my god, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
Isn't that touching?
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is perfect in time to record BFFs. That's insane.
Oh my god, that's crazy. They're about to record their podcast. What weird timing.
I know. It's nice of Taylor to make that announcement before you recorded your show.
Yeah, yeah.
Brianna.
It all just worked
I
out
have
so
to go.
well.
I love you so much. I'm so proud. I'm so happy for us.
I'm so happy for us, she just
Yeah.
said. This
Well,
is a mental
it's,
patient.
It's for all of us.
This
Like,
is a
you know.
mental patient. When celebrities get engaged and they go, oh my gosh, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. That's not good.
I don't get why you'd give a fuck. Never mind.
Right.
Never mind cry about it. Like, who would possibly give a shit?
This is insane.
I'm so happy for us. Bye. Are you serious? Oh, did you get that?
So that's where, like, Kirk, as he often is, Kirk was right. Where, like, a year ago, if I was in the room, I was probably thinking, like, who gives a shit if she's a fake Taylor Swift fan? And he
Right.
was ahead of the curve. This is the fakest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and then
Where
she has
she's
to it's, oh, you're recording me reacting right now?
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
You're going to
Meanwhile,
delete that, right?
Yeah, meanwhile, she posted it on her TikTok with a text over the video that says, my bestie called me 1 minute after Taylor posted and broke the news to me.
It's the only reason they made the video. They were like, okay, I'm going to call whoever the fuck, and she's going to
Mhm.
tell me that Taylor Swift, make sure you have the camera out.
Mhm.
It's a humiliating video.
Yeah. Can I just talk about this marriage real quick?
Please.
The celebrity marriage. Now, let me tell you where I'm coming from this. I don't give a fuck about Taylor Swift's music because I'm a musician and I'm a Bills fan, so I'm not a big Travis Kelce guy.
Okay, it's all fair, I guess.
I hope they break up immediately. I hope they're people are gonna get Swifties are gonna get mad, but listen, hear me out. I hope they get married. It's big pomp and circumstance, and they're married, and then there's a huge breakup within months, and Taylor's sad, and she writes an album about how Travis is a douche.
Would you let love into your heart, for God's sake?
No. Here's the question that I have, Mike.
Ugly.
This is what makes it. It does sound like I'm being a jerk. This is the question that I have about this. Will this album be well received? Because I'm sure you've seen this. Travis Kelce jerseys are flying off the shelves right now. Every Swiftie is a Travis Kelce fan. They're buying the jerseys.
Oh, but
they're
come
setting the DVR for Chiefs games. They're so psyched about this guy. So she's like trained the Swifties to love Travis Kelce.
Yes.
And then let's say she makes a whole album about what a douche he is. I could see them being like, but you told us he was the greatest
Not a chance.
thing.
Not a chance. They are the crazy Swifties, the people that'll attack you online if you tweet
Yeah.
something bad about her. They're all that. What we just watched. Some batshit idiot who's like, "Oh my god, this is such a great day for us. What a terrific day for us."
I think I have friends who would fall into this category, so I feel weird
I
saying
think I
this.
do
But
too,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, good.
But yeah, no, they're all. If Taylor snaps her fingers and like, actually, he was an asshole, they'd be like, "Yep, he is. Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck Travis. Fuck Happy Gilmore too."
The NFL ratings plummet. There's only 2 million people watching the Super Bowl.
She's very powerful.
Everyone's boycotting the NFL because they all hate Travis Kelce now. Maybe you're right, but that's how I want to see it play out, so we can find out the answer to that.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But I think I'm right, unfortunately.
Either way, Taylor's not carrying this baby, right? They're going to surrogate.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't see that bitch who was shaped like a 12-year-old getting knocked up and carrying a baby.
I'll
But
say
I could
this
be wrong.
though: can you imagine that first baby bump? How adorable!
talking to the wrong guy. Never mind.
Oh, would
Let's
we all
move
be
on.
celebrating?
That's okay. Is Kirk here? Can I get Kirk Minihane on the show? I want to talk to a guy about this.
You should be so lucky.
Yeah, no, seriously. What am I doing here? The plus size park hoppers.
Ah, yes.
You know them, you love them.
Yes.
They go to Disney.
I think I said this last week. I'm stunned they're putting out enough content to be like regulars on this show.
Oh, it's great.
How frequent are they posting?
I don't know, but they're covered in the news a lot. They seem to make news.
That's crazy.
It's these women who are size 2X to 5X. It's a group of 4 or 5 women. And what they do is they go to Disney and inconvenience everyone around them and then post it on TikTok. And then other fat people can go, see, they're having fun. Cool.
Yeah. I'll give them this. It's nice in my situation because I'm like, well, I'm not that bad, you know? I'm not,
Right, yeah. You're
not
a
like these
problem.
gals.
You're
Yeah.
a problem, but
Sure.
it's not this big a problem. So the Hebrew Hammer posted this in our Discord. And I don't know if you know about the new policy from Southwest Airlines.
I don't know that I do.
Okay, I'll tell you this. As a guy who travels frequently and every now and again has to take Southwest Airlines,
good.
I'm very happy that they're going to assign seating so you don't have to line up like a douchebag and try to find a seat.
Yeah, I've never taken it, so I don't really know the effects of their. I know it's just like come as you sit.
No,
or
it's
whatever.
not. They give you a fucking assignment where you stand in line and then you get to go on the airplane. And so one time I upgraded to like A5 so I can get a nice seat. And now every time they put me at the back of the line knowing that I'm a guy who's probably going to fucking upgrade. So they get more money out of me through that.
I thought it was
So
like based on how you showed up or something. Like
no,
you
I
were
hate
first.
no,
You were
I-
A1 there.
No. I hate this policy. It sucks. Okay. Southwest Airlines used to be a great airline, and they've gone to total shit. Not the point. The point is the plus size park hoppers are none too happy about a new policy that they have, and they're going to talk about that.
Did you know that Southwest Airlines is changing their customer of size policy? Hey everyone, we're plus size park hoppers and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us for more plus size tips and tricks. We've been getting a ton of questions asking about which airline we use. As Southwest loyalists or the...
Yeah, because they don't want to go on that airline. Yeah, I'm flying to Orlando soon. Which airline do you guys usually on? I'll pick a different one. No one wants to be on a plane with these bitches.
A lot of people are reaching out to us asking us when our flights are for some reason.
You leave it on Tuesday or Wednesday? All right, well, I'll make changes.
As Southwest loyalists over the last 10 years, we were definitely surprised to hear about all of the changes coming. If you haven't heard, Southwest is implementing assigned seating, and with that, they're making changes to their customer of size policy. The current policy allows plus-size travelers who encroach upon the neighboring seat to purchase an extra seat and get refunded for it after the flight. But unfortunately,
You hear that? So the current policy, this is why these fatties love this, is they buy an extra seat, but then they get refunded for that extra seat. So it's like they only had to buy one seat and they had to sit in 2.
Why?
Well, let's find out.
Why does the company do that?
Why do they do that, Mike? Why do they do that?
Unfortunately, as of January 27th, 2026, this policy will be changing. Plus-size travelers can still purchase an extra seat, but it will only be refunded if the flight isn't completely full and if both seats are in the same fare class. While
So now Southwest is going, well, hold on a second. We could have sold that flight that we're refunding. What if we said like, well, no, someone else wanted that. So now you have to pay for it.
That's extraordinarily reasonable. The idea
It's
that
so reasonable.
if the seat isn't taken, we'll refund you. That's very generous. I didn't realize they would do that.
Right. The fact that they're just like, we'll still refund. If it's not sold out, then we'll refund you. That's fine.
Yeah.
We weren't gonna sell that seat anyway. But they're like, well, we would have sold that seat. So
Well, it's a business. You can't just be like, yeah, but I'm a little bigger. Can I buy 5 seats? And they're like, all right, fine.
5 seats for one? Sure. Why not? We're feeling generous today.
full and if both seats are in the same fare class. While it is nice to know that the extra seat could potentially be refunded, the possibility that it wouldn't remove so much of the peace of mind that the previous policy provided. The policy that is unfortunately changing has helped so many plus-size people feel more comfortable about traveling. We can say with certainty that it has given so many people the confidence to travel when they thought that it might not be a possibility. The customer of size policies aren't just—
There's a solution to all these issues these ladies are having. there's this crazy solution, and
it's like I'll just never fly. I guess that's where I'm at in life.
Right. Like that's what are my options? Well, you can have 3 meals a day. Oh, well, then whatever option B is. I'll never fly anywhere. Yep, that's the one I'm taking then.
I guess that's
Just
it.
eat like a reasonable person. No? Okay.
Just for the comfort of plus-size travelers, but for the comfort of everyone. In our several years of flying Southwest, the majority of our flights have been full. So it's hard to imagine that we would be refunded 100% or even most of the time. In a day where flights are
None of the
already...
time.
Yeah.
Greedy
How
bastards.
how about you pay for 2 seats? End of sentence. How about that? You fucking lard.
I don't really get why they would be like. I guess in theory is your argument like, well, the airline should just make bigger seats in general.
Well, I agree with that.
I guess.
Sure. Or you could sit in first class. Those seats are a lot bigger.
That's not really the issue. You are in a finite space. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
True. Very true.
Most of the time. In a day where flights are already expensive, it's hard to ignore the fact that Southwest planes do tend to have less room.
Do you remember the day when flights were cheap as fuck, Mike?
A nickel.
I think we're living in that time now. There's never been more discount airlines than there are now. And I realize they nickel and dime you. Don't get me wrong. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm used to this. But the fact that just like in a day when traveling by air is so expensive, like every fucking idiot, right? Every fucking idiot flies places now. I used to dress up in a suit because it was like so cool to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress, as the great Karmic would say.
Overall, are less comfortable and provide less amenities. Southwest has honestly taken away everything that made them more convenient than other airlines with no added benefits.
Well, the added benefit is that I have to sit next to a woman who's 380 pounds. So it's a nice thing for me.
I mean, fly private, I guess. Like, I don't know. What is the
Well, hold on.
solution?
No, they do have a solution. I'll let it play. Here we go.
I want to be on a plane with 3 seats.
Right. No, they have a solution here.
Sarah recently flew JetBlue and they were shocked by how much more comfortable and roomy the standard seats were. Not to mention the free Wi-Fi and the TV screens. For our future trips, we'll be branching out and trying other airlines. And those of us who need an extra seat will split the cost between each other. If there's a chance we're going to be paying for an extra seat, we might as well be doing it in a more comfortable plane with a fun little TV.
Wow, what a solution. Hey, you know what? Us two need 3 seats. Why don't we split the cost of the 3rd seat and we'll just sit next to each other? Yeah.
It's
There you
reasonable.
go.
That's
doesn't sound
reasonable, and it's not the business's fault that you need a 3rd seat. But I got to tell you, I've flown JetBlue, and I'm not like, oh, I'm glad they put lazy boys on the plane. Like, these are
No,
not
I know.
massive seats.
There is more legroom on a JetBlue in my experience, but yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think that's the final solution to all of this. They don't give a fuck about other people.
They really do. Rarely do they get my dander up like that. But that was annoying that they were just like, isn't it really on the businesses that we need more of their product for less money?
Right. You know, me, because I'm special because I eat too much. You know,
Yeah.
I hate exercise.
That's the equivalent argument is, well, we weigh more. So when we go to a restaurant, they should give us more food for the same price that you would pay for a regular meal.
Well, that actually does exist. It's called an all-you-can-eat buffet,
Well,
and these
but you know
people
what I
love
mean.
those things.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
fucking love all-you-can-eat buffets.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. They figured that one
Yes.
out.
Yeah, so maybe that's the disconnect. Hold on, you're onto something, Mike.
All you
They're
can
like,
seat.
Yeah, right. They're like all the room you need. Airlines.
Yeah.
I want to take that airline. That's cool. All right. This is just a quickie that Hebrew Hammer also posted in the Discord. We used to do this video series called Queer Kid Stuff.
Oh, yes.
And they went away. I know they raised a bunch of money to start up a new season, but I haven't found them or seen them in a while.
It went into an ice rink in Western New York.
Probably, yes. The woke dad. But the Queer Kid Stuff, what they showed us, and the reason why I was looking at that stuff is because you're dealing with very young children. Like there's a stuffed animal who's the sidekick on the show.
Yeah.
And they'd be talking about like all the different LGBTQIA plus definitions.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd really get into the weeds on what a trans person is versus a pansexual versus you fill in the blank, intersexual.
Teddy
whatever.
really had some thought-provoking takes on a lot of those issues, I found.
And I always thought, Mike, that it seems inappropriate to teach young prepubescent children about things that don't apply to them.
God forbid they use their minds and think for once, Carl.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, before you hit puberty, you're not really interested in people of your sex, other sexes. You know, you're just kind of doing your thing, right?
It's unusual. I'll grant you that.
It's kind of just how biology works.
Yeah.
So a couple gay women go into Barnes and Noble, and they were taken aback by what they found in the children's section.
Oh.
Okay, we're gay, but we're in Barnes and Nobles, and there's a kids book section, a gay kids book section, and this shit is crazy. Look at this. Okay,
We're not
there's
this
the
gay.
ABCs, right? Bye bye binary. Bye bye binary with a mohawk on a baby.
Bye Bye Binary. This is a book for a 2-year-old. Maybe 18 months.
I understand the wordplay is tempting. It's right there to be taken.
True.
Sometimes you got to resist.
Yeah.
Gay BCs, you're not ready.
The gay BCs. Listen to this, man. They go through each letter. This is fun.
Butt sex.
Okay.
That's actually pretty straight, but
that could also be A, I guess.
What?
Yeah.
A is for arrow and ace. B is for bi. This is crazy. We're gay, but this is crazy.
B is for bi. Why are we describing this to
Feels like it's in the
children?
wrong book, by the way.
What? For a baby?
D is for drag. Hold on, what was C? Oh,
look at the person reading this to you.
We're gay.
C is for coming out. Yeah, right. The person reading this to you. D is for me.
Am I we covered the gay BCs, did we not? Was that part of Queer Kids
It
stuff?
might have been Queer Kid stuff. You're
Yeah.
right.
What? For a baby? Okay, E is for equality. We'll take that. F is for family. Okay, we're getting better.
There you go. That was for family. Isn't that a Bill Burr TV
Fun
show?
cartoon on Netflix.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. G is for gay. Makes sense.
Okay, why did it start so crazy? It got better.
To get rid of the snowflakes.
Yeah, right. So you open a page and you're like, whoa, I'm not buying this book for my kid.
That's right.
I is for intersex. I mean, I don't even know what that means. Mike.
It doesn't mean anything.
Oh, okay, good. I feel better now. Anyway, that's what's going on.
Oh, good.
Thought I'd share that.
I feel like that video might not come out, but you know what I mean. It might not appear 5 years ago. You know, I think we're getting to a better place in the world. People are a little more sane now, finally.
Yeah, I like the fact that people see that in Barnes and Noble and they go, "Well, this is weird." This
And they
is
feel
probably-
comfortable making a video. Like a gay couple
Right.
is not like, oh, I have to protect some narrative or something. You know.
Yes, agreed. And we get tons of suggestions for those types of videos. That's all over the social media.
Mm-hmm.
People feel this way. People feel that way. I try not to play a lot of those videos. I just thought that one was kind of funny.
I mean, that's just good sense, you know.
Yeah. Intersex is a hermaphrodite. Oh, I definitely did not know what that was.
Oh, okay. Then that's a thing that actually exists, I guess.
That-
It's not like
that's a thing
pansexual.
that barely fucking exists. I mean, you might as well be talking about a guy who's born without toes. You know, it's just like it barely exists. We have to teach babies about it.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Isn't that a rumor?
Yeah, of course. It's not real.
Okay. G is for gerbils.
It'd be great if I believe that. I'm like, you should hear what Richard Gere is doing.
That's what I'm saying. G is for gerbils.
Yeah.
All right. We have woke chat I want to get to. I got a fantasy draft coming up, but first,
Yay, super chats.
Koof is coming in at supertip.gg/WATP. He says, "Thank you, King Cobra, for not intentionally killing yourself." Right on brand for Koof.
That's right.
Thanks, buddy. Anonymous, only sluts who, after years of kissing frogs, want their Prince Charming to sweep them off their feet, care about Taylor Swift getting married. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Her who dated who is long.
She gets around. And she writes very passionate songs about people she was with for a really short amount of time.
Short amount of time. Not that there's anything wrong with that. We're not slut shaming here.
Of
It's
course.
just, it's notable, I guess, is all I'm saying. Anonymous again. Fatty's getting charged per butt cheek. Good. Also, how do they make money in the first place? Traveling gets expensive. I do wonder what they do for a living.
They do that. They're influencers.
Maybe.
They're Disney influencers.
I doubt it, but maybe that's true. Do you think Disney wants more of those kind of people at their park? I don't know.
Can't imagine.
Manigan, a Quinn Martin production, $5. The kid telling the cops to pound sand is First Amendment Protection Agency. He does a pretty good job. Drop him a like and sub. Oh, okay. So that guy, he goes around telling cops what for the right way, huh?
Yeah, go follow that guy. It seems like he has a funny channel.
First Amendment Protection Agency. Very good. We'll check that out. Hamilton Burger. Karma says Josh Allen and Hales Steinfeld divorce. Or Haley Steinfeld divorce. Yeah, that's fine.
You get for wishing such ill.
That's the thing. I don't give a shit about these people's relationships. That's nothing to do with me. I hope Josh Allen throws 50 touchdowns this year. That's all I care about.
Josh Allen's my quarterback, by the way, if anyone was wondering.
Good for you, buddy. Yeah. Did he go first overall? Who's going first overall right now? As far as quarterbacks, I mean.
Oh, I took him first overall. Yes.
For you, he was the first quarterback.
First quarterback, yeah.
Round 3 or round 4?
I had first pick, so I was last and first. I don't remember what, you know what I mean? So I think 3 maybe.
Interesting strategy.
I think Lamar Jackson was ranked higher, if I remember right. I could be wrong.
That makes sense. He put up more points for fantasy wise last year. James R. More airplane complaints from Mr. Just Do It. Is that becoming my thing now?
You're kind of the airplane guy. There's always some wacky incident at the airport with you.
That is true, and it's funny you say that. It's funny you say when you spend a lot of time in airports, it's going to happen.
Yeah,
but it's funny you say that because Woke Chad, my guy over here on TikTok, he had an incident in the airport. And he's going to tell us the story about it. Apparently, there's like a really hot guy in the airport. Check this out.
Okay.
I saw this incredibly handsome man at the airport yesterday, and he wasn't just fit. He was stylish, and he was smooth as he walked over to the gate for the flight to Minneapolis, and he sat down a couple chairs next to me, had a tight beard and Ray-Bans. He had a magenta-colored shirt with short sleeves that were struggling to hold in his triceps in the back and the vein on his bicep in the front. And
Mike, you getting worked up right now? You want me to pause it? You want to take a minute? This is the weirdest thing.
Even if he's gay, this is really gay.
Yeah, even if you're gay, describing a stranger that you saw at the airport this much is ridiculous.
And he had a gold chain with a cross on it, and he had on gray chino-type pants that fit perfectly. And I just sat and watched as women walked by and turned and gawked and stared and smiled and giggled. And at
just
one
the
point,
women.
He got up to go get a beverage, and he crossed the flow of traffic, and this pair of women walked by and then looked back, and one of them stumbled on the carpet, and her friend caught her, and he came back, and after a couple minutes I said, "Do you mind if I ask you about your fitness routine? You look fantastic." And he said, "Oh no, I work out 4 or 5 times a week at the gym."
Oh no, I don't find that weird at all. Let me just go right into it.
I mean, if you're this guy, I assume he's likely homosexual.
Okay.
So another guy comes up and just like, "Hey, I want to talk to you about your workout." Like he's hitting on you.
How do you get so chiseled? How do you get so rock hard?
Right. This is a pickup line, I would think.
I do like the way he's describing it as Woke Dad would, where it's like he's in a TV show or something like, and these two ladies, one of their tongues hit the floor and their friend had to roll it back up like a cartoon.
One of the ladies got on her tippy toes and started going towards him.
Boing.
Yeah, this whole story, like none of it is necessary. Just be like, there's this hot guy. I went over and talked to him, but he knows how to tell a story. Obviously, let me back this up a little bit because I love his interactions with strangers. He's always talking to strangers, and they always respond in just the right way.
Yes.
Routine. You look fantastic. He said, "Oh no, I work out 4 or 5 times a week at the gym."
By the way, that's not a fitness routine. Hey, how do you get like, the tries looking good, your hammies? Like, how do you do that? I work out 4 or 5 times a week. All right, you told me nothing. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, why wasn't I doing that?
Yeah. Oh shit, I was doing 2 or 3. No wonder I don't look as ripped as you. It tells you nothing, but okay.
I got to give all the credit to God because He gives me grace and He gives me the strength to keep moving.
Fuck you,
This guy
God.
across the way.
Well,
he's done a number on me.
It's funny you say that, Mike, because there's a guy eavesdropping who has a similar sentiment.
Give all the credit to God because He gives me grace and He gives me the strength to keep moving. And this guy across the way who I didn't know was listening says, "Yeah, well, you should tell God to save some for the rest of us."
Oh.
That was the fucking punchline. After all that, this guy's sitting in his car with a boner talking about this dude he's out the airport. The whole point.
It's some guy folds his newspaper down. We'll save some for the rest of us. And we hit the commercial break.
It's even worse than that. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon or Sunday morning cartoon you're reading in the newspaper. Yeah. It's fucking Dagwood.
Look what I saw in the New Yorker this week.
All right. So this one, he doesn't have a story to tell, but he always needs to be on the TikTok.
Oh.
I don't have a story this morning. I just like when the nights are cold and the day's gonna warm up and you're gonna run in. It kind of looks like you're on fire.
I'm just tremendously lonely.
No, he's like sweating. He thinks he looks hot. This guy thinks he's so fucking hot. And if you read the comments, apparently other people do too, which is annoying because it just reinforces this.
Yeah, I forgot. I got so sidetracked by that other story. Is this guy gay? Do we know?
He's not. He has kids. He talks about his kids. I think he's divorced.
It's a bizarre way to describe another man. I'm hung up on that still.
That's what I mean. Like there's the similarities to Woke Dad, where you're like,
yeah.
Now I'm this cisgendered guy, you know, don't we end up crushing puss over here. But
listen, we're not in the 90s. I'm not like, oh, he called a guy handsome, he's gay.
Right.
Call him handsome.
Sure.
Don't talk about how well kempt his beard was and every muscle on his body was so chiseled. He was desirable.
It goes
That's
a little
just
too far.
Weird.
Here's another interaction with a stranger that I'm just not buying.
Well, I got caught sniffing this tree.
All right, so he's standing next to a sycamore tree. He's standing next to a sycamore tree.
Just a massive cock.
And it starts with him with his nose against the tree, and then he looks over at his phone as if like the guy that his phone just arrived. Well, look at me. I got caught sniffing a tree over here.
This is embarrassing.
Yep.
I heard a door open and close behind me, and I had my nose buried in it, and I heard a voice say, "Does that smell good?" And I turned around to see a man standing there hitting a vape, and he had a black apron on, so he must work here. And I said, "Tell you the truth, I don't smell anything." And he nodded. He said, "You know what kind of tree that is?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Every time I come out here, I think of that song when I look at the tree." And I said, "What song?" And he said, "Kissing like a bandit, stealing time underneath the sycamore tree."
Remember, this is an interaction between two strangers.
Yeah.
So one guy saw the other guy sniffing a tree, and now they're singing songs to each other.
And this guy goes, "That song."
Yeah.
Like
that song.
You know, the song we all know. It's not the fucking Star Spangled Banner, you dickhead. No one knows what this is. That's very... it's a narrow window this guy's throwing through.
Right.
I said, "Ooh, I know that one." I said, "What's the first line again?" He said, "Kissing like a bandit, stealing time."
This guy puckers up.
That's real good. And within a few seconds, we were wishing me love or wishing well, and we were
wrestling
both
with our
in
shirts off,
tandem, saying "do do 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 do."
This is a wild interaction you have with the strangers. Like, "Hey, you smell that tree over there? You know what kind of tree that is, right?" And then they're fucking holding hands and singing songs together.
Naturally, I got caught kissing a tree, and the next thing we know, we're tickling each other on the sidewalk.
This did not happen. None of this is real. All right, one more video. This is our buddy. He's a big TikTok star.
Yeah.
You know, we're new to this, but he's been trending for a while. Turns out.
I saw a guy staring at me on the street. I glanced over and he was looking me up and down, and I looked away for a bit, and a few seconds later I looked back and still he was staring at me, and he started to walk over, and he got close and he said, "Excuse me." And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "You probably get this all the time, but I follow you on TikTok." And I said, "No, actually I don't get that all the time. I think 5 or 6 times, but thank you." And
Could
he
you
started to tell
imagine
me-
seeing this guy and being like, "You probably get this all the time. I apologize. I'm just bugging a celebrity that I saw. Can you just sign my breast, please?"
Fucking George Clooney.
Yeah, I know. What an asshole.
His
You get
story
this all
that
the time.
he's from LA, but he had recently moved back to Wisconsin, and he told me how much he appreciated
Gives a
my
fuck.
stories. And then at the end, he said, "Keep going, keep doing it." And last night, I saw Donna at an Italian restaurant in Milford, Connecticut, and she said, "I follow you on TikTok," and we shook hands and introduced ourselves. And at the end, she also said, "Keep going." And I think of all the times I meet someone out in the wild, 5 or 6 times, they have all ended our interaction with keep going, like it's some coordinated thing. But I think it's great because I need that encouragement. I looked up the other day and I saw that I had.
They're pointing the other direction.
keep going, buddy. We don't need to have a conversation. I know all about you and your interaction with strangers. Keep going. That's funny. Now listen to this humble brag he throws in.
Interaction with keep going, like it's some coordinated thing. But I think it's great because I need that encouragement. I looked up the other day and I saw that I had 100,000 followers.
He had 100,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh,
now,
man.
Mike,
I just glanced up and look at how many zeros.
I'm just saying, 100,000 is very impressive. It's whatever.
Yeah.
That's international followers. And he's getting recognized in Connecticut. At an Italian restaurant in Connecticut. Maybe, man. I don't know.
That's a fair
Sure.
point. Is he's not locally? They're not
Right.
concentrated in any particular area.
I actually have been recognized in some weird places, but I don't know.
Okay.
He's just a TikToker. Whatever.
And I can't believe it. And I don't really comprehend what that means. And when I got into this, I told myself I want to make sure that it never feels like an obligation. I want to make sure it's authentic. I want to make sure that it's fun and meaningful. And so far, I still feel that way. But it's not going to last forever. This is fleeting on here.
No, he's being humble now. Look at that.
Like everything in life is fleeting, like life itself is fleeting. So I'm just going to continue and enjoy it and keep going.
Keep
And
going.
Thank you all for the encouragement and all the conversations.
Yeah,
The show goes on.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'm sure you got that trending. I'm sure now when he gets recognized, everyone's like, "Hey, keep going, brother."
Hey, it's keep going, guy. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Guys, I appreciate people supporting the show, but I have to go. Just a few minutes away from my fantasy football draft. I have the first overall pick. I can't show up late. They need me there. And these people are going to supertip.gg/WTP and screwing it all up.
A is for Art Studio. B is for Binary. C is for Cum. D is for Dungeon. G is for GoFundMe.
Yeah.
M is for Mugs.
That's a good book. Well,
C could have been for coffee. He didn't have to be so crass.
Destriga coming in.
Hey, Karl. Hey, Mike. I am in the past right now. I just got home from work and started the show from the beginning. Rest in sauce King Cobra.
Will Jenny Jingles grace Watts with her presence? Never enough, Jenny.
Stop covering that gay dude that keeps making tranny kids. I'm hot and I have Tourette's. I must be intriguing. Carl is a little baby wiener. No, yes, I'm paying you a top show.
All right, Balin. Good to see you, Balin Dupree.
Yeah.
We never have a third person on the show. We have a steady rule about that. It's just the two of us.
But if it ever does happen, it would be Jenny Jingles.
Of course it would be. Big fan. Audiophile America.
Intersex is the PC way to say hermaphrodite.
I like that everyone wanted to explain that to me.
How'd they all know that?
Apparently we're the idiots. Rocco Orby 2002. Anyone notice that woke Chad looks like Danny Masterson? Oh, you're right. There is a resemblance to Danny Masterson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's not great. You don't want to be compared to that guy. I got some voicemails. Let's see what's going on.
Hey, this message is for WATS. The real sad thing about King Cobra is, Ozzy died. Ozzy actually was the Christian, believe it or not, so he'll be in heaven.
Right.
I don't know the same for King Cobra, so he might not even get to see Ozzy, because he'll be in hell. Sad. It's really sad. Sorry about that. Bye.
Well, I'm not Christian, but let me ask you this. So if Ozzy's Christian and he's in heaven, which is his paradise, can he request non-Christians? Like, I want to hang out with Tony Iommi, so please bring him out, God. Oh, and King Cobra for sure.
Right. His
Get this
guys.
guy up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
so
sure they're up there rocking out right now.
It's kind of like a Delta Sky Lounge. Like, producer Chris doesn't have a membership, but I can get him in with mine, Like, well, he's my buddy. We're traveling together, so is that cool?
Really flexing on poor Chris.
I'm also telling airport stories again.
This guy loves the airport.
I know. I'm going to shut up right now.
Hey, this is Callback Curtis, and this is for Who Are These Socials? In honor of King Cobra, I just want to say, a few weeks back, you did the What's That Sound game, and it was a dog waiting to be groomed or whatever.
Yeah.
It really sounded like King Cobra to me when you do just audio only.
Oh,
All right,
interesting.
call me back. Fuck my ass.
Well, you would have gotten that wrong. Call back Curtis.
I guess that's true.
Hey, it's for Who Are These Socials? I have a poem for you guys.
Oh, good.
This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but with Mike's sounders. Don't call me back.
I don't have them anymore.
Thank God your sounders don't work.
No, it does nothing.
Oh, thank God. That
I don't know what
really is the downfall of this
I
show.
do.
Your stupid soundboard.
Well, it's dead. The era is over.
Yes, we got through it, everybody. Last voicemail.
Hey, Carl. Hey, Mike. This is for WATS. I just listened to that rap song that you guys were playing. It's not 02, it's not 03, it's not 4. There's like 3 times in that song that I hear the smoke detector in the background, and I was like, oh, that's the joke here. You can hear the smoke detector. But you don't mention it once. That's crazy. So coming back.
You know, some jealous James here in the chat. Carl, I promise you nobody cares you have a Sky Lounge pass. It was a fucking analogy, you asshole. I wasn't flexing.
It was a bit of a brag.
It was no, it was not.
It was a way to hold producer Chris down, and we all saw through
If
it.
that's the way you took it, you're a fucking loser. I'm going to go off on people like Tom Segura.
Hey,
that's
guys,
just because you're a fucking loser. You don't understand how life works.
I'm sitting out with you guys. Don't worry.
It was a joke. It was a joke about getting people into heaven. If you're Christian, you're a member.
I'm waiting
Get
with
the
you.
fuck out of here. BlindMike.net. You have anything else to tell people, Mike?
No, we're live Sunday, and that's pretty much it. Bonus episodes, Patreon, YouTube, blindmike.net.
Come see me live in the Chrissy Mayer Content Hotel at the Villa Roma Resort. WTBLive.com. You can tell me what a fucking pompous douche I am. Be great. Let's get out of here, Mike.
Josh, take it away this time.
I'm sorry to end things so abruptly, but yes, we do always end with our buddy King Cobra.
Anyway, social media, I'll catch you later, man.
Who are these socials?
That's what this audience wants to hear. Like, whoa!
Who are these socials?
I'm the one who should apologize. Folks, what you were about to see is real.
With Carl.
Okay, we got it.
And Blind Mike.
Who could have thought of that?